Come to Ilium, they say. It'd be fun, they say. Oh, I can't wait to get there and show my exile warrior to the world. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be just... It's high noon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tiny Blue Games. My name, of course, is Sisa or Chris, and today we're playing WildStar. And we are doing our wildly anticipated tour of Ilium. You saw, unfortunately, that my regular toon, my warrior that I've been leveling, was not actually welcome in Ilium, despite all the people in the comments saying I should come visit. So surprising. Well, apparently the Exile are not welcome in the Dominion area. So I've had to dust off the old Dominion medic that I rarely go on, but I really could. He's pretty cool actually, and I forgot that I went to the effort of actually leveling a level 50 Dominion. So there you go. You all know I have a Dominion now. I am a trader of both sides. I like to make my living sharing information from one side of the other to the other, and that's what I do. No, I mean that in YouTube, but yeah, mostly that. So let's do a tour. Some things I should warn you. I don't often come to Ilium or go on my Dominion characters, and because of that, this tour will be a bit rustier and more of an exploration than an actual tour. So, pretend we're exploring this for the first time together. One of the very cool things that I do love about my Dominion character is this mount, which is the Chua Ball. It is probably my favorite, race mount that you can get. It's a very funny mount, and it's very unique to this game because of obviously what the Chua are, and I'm getting land on. All right. Let's get out of here. It's just a very fun mount. So just looking at the map briefly, we're kind of at the part of actually let's look at the whole Ilium map. Ilium is right here. It's put between a bunch of sort of starting zones. It's very much the level 15 area that you come into Ilium again, which is very similar to how it is in Thade. So we'll just zoom in again here. One of the areas that we start in right now is this Spaceport area, where you have all the different ships of transportation to, Farside or Malgrave or anywhere. They're all stationed together, which is very similar to how Thade works. But right beside that is actually the, I believe, the auction house. Or is it right over here? Yeah, it's over there. It's one more over. I lied. This is, if we come up here, I think an entrance to Thade. Or to Ilium. I'm going to, say the wrong thing. Yeah, see, this is where you enter Ilium right here. And you kind of have a very different feel from when you entered Thade, as you can just sort of loosely go in and out of Thade. This has definitely more feeling of security and guards and stuff like that. I mean, I might be biased because I got shot down on my attempted entrance, but look at this guy. This guy looks like he'd do some business to you. You wouldn't want to get attacked by this dude, let me tell you. So you come in, and it's definitely more of a capital city kind of feel. It's very grand. It's got a lot of actual buildings and the very Dominion red gold colors, which are a very nice touch to it. If we move over here, we actually do get to some more ships to take you places, but also you get to, and I think this is where, the auction house and banks and stuff are around here. Cred management, we got mailbox, all the auction house and stuff right here. General good merchants. This is a pretty common place to kind of hang out if you're doing a lot of trading and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. I mean, I can't really say because I actually don't do a ton of trading on my Dominion character, but it's a pretty cool place. So we'll just zoom on over here. It's a very open feeling city too. There's a lot more space in comparison to Thade, where there's a bunch of little nooks and crannies all over the place. This one's got more structure to it. There's big open plains. You can see a lot more of the city by just standing. So we've got some mount vendors, as well as places you portal to. You have a few statues and stuff like that around that do give you some lore, but almost more interestingly, just really symbolize how important the lore of the Eldon and stuff are to the Dominion. As you can see, they have the big statue over there. It's a very unique part of their culture, and I think it's if I was to say something I liked about Dominion, I do enjoy that, and that's what gives them their air of, you know, we rightfully own this place and all that. Here you have a bunch of different sort of quests and vendors. You kind of have the contract board. This is the, you know, the area I said in Thade where people usually hang out now. This is probably that area in Ilium. That's a really cool mount. I mean, I just like, I like staring at people's mounts when I'm not doing anything. My mounts are all boring, but look at all the decorations. It's just beautiful. It's such a fun system to be able to customize your mounts with different pieces of costume and stuff like that. I think it really adds a lot to the mount system in WildStar. Whereas I was, as some of you might know, I play Guild Wars 2 on the side, and I was just trying out their beta weekend for Path of Fire, and they have mounts in that. And they don't have, you know, the customization in terms of what you can put on them, but you can dye the mount, which is a very interesting thing as well. So it's there's a lot of fun that happens in that game as well. But I think customization on mounts in general is more unique in this game, as you can just sort of build them up in different ways. But it's fun. So we're not going to get sidetracked. I often get sidetracked in these videos, and we're going to continue exploring Ilium. We go down into the streets, and already you feel like it's, you know, much more of an actual livable town compared to Thade. There's, you know, like people doing work on the grass and stuff like that. We've got well-kept trees, well-kept lawns, a lot of doors that just go into different things. Unfortunately, like a lot of these doors are just decoration and you can't go into all the buildings, which, I mean, I don't know how much that would really add, but it's just, you know, they're more decorative than anything. You know, there's some areas like in here for crafting and stuff like that. You do have different doors that you can go into. And we just zoom past here. Let me just see where we are on the map. Yeah, so down here, there's a lot of different traders and stuff like that. And I think this is where a lot of the crafting happens. It is nice and contained. The only issue is that it's a little bit far from like the auction house area that I saw. But I mean, there's probably auction houses that could be put down anywhere. Or like auction houses that are in different places. So it's not a huge deal. Like there's mailboxes right here, so you could pick up orders or whatever, wherever you want. We'll just zoom past here. We have a lot of different looking assets in terms of like just the packages and stuff on the ground. In Thade, you see a lot of old, like, you know, crates and stuff like that that don't look very well kept. These are all on like different container spaces and like things that would actually be transported. They seem organized, which gives you definitely a bit of flavor of who the Dominion are. They want to be organized. They want things to run smoothly in their city. They probably have people specifically in charge of making sure things run smoothly. We'll just go this way. And looking at the city, there's like a very specific main traffic line that you see in orange here. Whereas Thade, there's like a few different ones, but there's like a lot of scattered different ways to get across the city. Whereas the Dominion, there's like a very clear area. You even have arrows. I mean, I'm going the wrong way, but you have arrows directing you in different places. So we come into this other area here, which is more just a visual area. It's called Fate's Landing. And it's a very gorgeous place. Once again, very well kept. I think this is probably my favorite area of Ilium. You can see this is where I came in actually over the hillside over here with my my warrior, and I got shot down. But yeah, there's a lot of guards just guarding the area. Got some really nice houses here. And my favorite part, I'm just going to go to the center of it so we can get a really good view. You can see these like statues just coming up here. I think these are really nice statues. And particularly what I like about them is the fact that like they are so big. And I want to go see that statue. Let's just go around this. Bum, 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 bum. Like how these jump too. They look like they look so funny. We got this huge statue up here. And they just look how big that is. I love the grandeur of this place. It's very beautiful. It's got a very royal feel, like, you know, we're part of royalty. We deserve to live like this all throughout Nexus, and I think that's what they're trying to get to with the Dominion, and it's definitely accomplished in this city that they built. We even come in here and we've got kind of like a shrine area with a bunch of data cubes and stuff like that for new people to the Dominion to learn about their culture and why they have all these shrines. Like, look at this place. Like, the lighting is really nice. We got sort of the glass, the stained glass look on the sides. This is a gorgeous area. And I'll just come back out here. But yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the Dominion is the big statues and obviously these big robot guys too. But we'll zoom out into sort of the more open area around here. We've got a bit of hillside, which is kind of their more natural area of the city. I'd like to think of it as like a little park that you would have. It's got some nice hills, some trees and stuff like that, with different flowers and stuff. You got like a few sheep looking dudes. You do have like a mix of guards and turrets and stuff like that, which kind of takes away from the peacefulness maybe, but it is a fun area. Over here you have just some more people working on portals and experiments like that, but you always have these barbed wired fences and stuff like that. It's always got the sense that this is a pretty secure area, and that you're not just going to wander into it without getting shot down pretty quickly. And we'll just go check out the last little bit. I think this is actually all of Ilium that I've looked at, which is pretty interesting because that went pretty... Maybe I didn't go to the... I'll go to the Legion's Way, actually. That's the last place I'll go to. Let's go there right now. I think I was able to tour this city a lot quicker than I did Thade just because of how, like, easy it is to get around. Like, there's just one straight way to go, and Thade I went back and forth in a few places, and it was a little bit more clunky. So we'll come down here, and then we get to the one path that goes this way. Yeah, we can come right down over to the side here. Got some more people right there. It feels pretty populated with NPCs, but there's also quite a few Dominion people just kicking around. We can come up here, and there's actually a door to go in right there, which is pretty cool. I've never been in here, and I've actually been on my Dominion before. I don't know where this is gonna... The war room door. Should I go in? Enter... Yeah, you know what? Like, shit, let's go in. Oh, this is a cool place. Yeah, look at this. Wow, I've never been in here. All my time spent in the city, which, mind you, hasn't been a lot, but it's a very nice looking place. Dominion Legions. Cool. See, it was a fun exploration for both of us. We got to see something new. Loading screen's pretty quick coming in and out of there too, which is nice. Let's move back to the Legion Way, just up these staircases here. We've got a few more sentry guards here. Is there anything else really going on here? Or is it just kind of like a sentry area? Oh, you got a little bench here. Can you sit? Can I sit? I want to sit. There you go. Look at that. Look how peaceful I am. This is a nice view. Wow. There you go. Look at that view. I mean, my little robot's kind of in the way, but that's okay. He's part of... Oh, look at... There's a ship going over. You got some mountains on the side. Clouds. This is the life. This is the Dominion life. It's beautiful. All right, let's look just around this corner and see if there's anything else that I want to check out. This person right here might be a janitor. I don't know what they're cleaning per se, but weird. Huh. And you can tell, like, she doesn't look as, like, Dominion-y. She's kind of like an exile almost that they've made to do their janitor work, which is very interesting. I'll save you. Don't worry. I'll smuggle you to Thade. I'll take you away with me. We'll be safe together. We can live our lives. All right. I'll come back for you. See you soon. All right. Well, I've saved one more person today, which is always a good thing. And that's my Ilium tour. I might have missed a complete, like, very important area. Like, there's this little park area, I guess, right here, too. And if I have, I'm very apologetic to the people who have lived the Dominion life way more, and I'm sure they can tell you in the comments to this video what I've missed and how stupid I am for missing it. Like, look at all these, like, holographs here. These are really cool. Just, like, a bunch of lore, really, that they give you, and I think it would be very cool to go through as a new player and just learn about all the different races, about the different reasons that the Dominion feel and make their decisions. I think this is a great place to do that. And that goes with the exiles too. If you're new to the game and you know you're wanting to really get a deep dive into your race or your faction, exploring your capital city is a great place to start, and I couldn't recommend it more. So this is where I'm gonna call my tour, guys. We're gonna stop the tour of Ilium right here. If I did such a bad job that people in the comments want me to check out a very specific part of the city that I might have missed out on, I definitely am open to doing another video of it. But I think this has covered a lot of the city, especially from what I know of it. And you know, really, actually, if there's anywhere else you guys want to that you guys think is a very beneficial place to do a tour of for new people to the game, or as a new player you want to see, let me know, because I do have access to pretty much most places with my level 50s, so we can get around. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next.